Mhm. Hello viewers, welcome to our show, Tiger Blood and Red Dragon. What is that noise? The clock went off.
No. Hold on.
Pierde hasta 6 libras
Bear with
en 2
us.
semanas con el cereal que te encanta.
Your thingy went off.
¿Qué ganarás cuando pierdas?
What thing?
You have this thing open. How do you close this?
Wait.
Okay. You have
Yeah.
this thing open. How do you close this?
Oh, okay, we went live on our own thing. Sorry
There we
for that technical difficulties. Welcome to our show. Welcome to our show, Tiger Blood and Red Dragon. I'm your host, Solomon, your co-host, Jay. And your serious correspondents are sitting in the green room over there. They will be back in 20-25 minutes. Hey, guys. Our show is brought to you by Octet Solutions, right there. And
Blissful.
Blissful Blessing events on your left side, the poster is. Octet Solution take care of your IT stuff, IT small businesses and home users with their computers and techie devices, whether you have a Mac or PC. They can help you with just about anything concerning your computer. If you have a wedding, birthday, corporate party, call Blissful Blessing Events. Sorry, it's like a tongue twister for me. They can set up everything starting from your runway stages to make sure your party is the hit of the year. So there are sponsors.
Mhm.
And thank you guys. And one more thing, Vietnamese New Year is coming, lunar New Year, and it's gonna be in a couple of weeks. Anybody knows what day is it, Andrew? Okay, nobody knows. So I forgot to get that non-profit organization's name. What they do, they help out people. This Vietnamese organization, they help out homeless people in DC. Every 2 months, in front of the park. I think it's called Franklin Park. That is right at K Street and 14th Street. But their next drive is in 2 months, I believe. So I was supposed to give their shout out, but I forgot the name of the organization. Well, I'll do next time before the Vietnamese New Year. And so how was your weekend, Jay?
It was good. It was pretty fun. What did you do?
I went to hiking. I went to Sugarloaf Mountain. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Sugarloaf Mountain. Where did you went, Dirk? There we go. Sugarloaf Mountain. It's right past. It's in Maryland. It's on off 270 toward West Virginia. It's a nice place. I went hiking there. I walked for 608 miles. That was a lot of walking. I did
6.8 miles. Is that what you said?
Yeah. What did I say?
No, I wasn't. I didn't hear.
Oh, 6.8 miles. Yeah, 6.8 miles. So walking. That was a lot of walking for me.
And then you probably did something else afterwards, right?
Yeah, I went out dancing. I went out dancing after that, which was much more crazier. I couldn't really walk afterward. I was literally driving drunk off being tired. But Sugarloaf Mountain. I think I'm saying the name right. Sugarloaf Mountain.
Sugarloaf.
Does it make sense? Sugarloaf.
I don't know.
Sugarloaf.
I've never heard those two words together.
I went with Tina and Tina's boyfriend and Pete. Hopefully, one of them calls us at 9:45 and corrects me. But here's the thing about that. So here's the funny thing. So we went there. We took the Blue Trail, and it's a steep walk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as we were going up, I don't know what happened. I was like laughing my ass off. I don't know. Everybody else was like breathing hard, and like I was laughing my ass off. I was like
For no reason.
For no reason. And everyone's looking, what the fuck is wrong with you? And the people who were coming down, they were looking at me like, why is this guy laughing? Like I was laughing. I was as if like I was high on something.
Mm-hmm.
So as I was going up, I was going high. I was becoming high. That's kind of cheesy. Do we have
in the
any
middle
viewers?
of woods. You're in the middle of woods.
We have 4
laughing
viewers.
hysterically. Nobody else.
No, we're walking up. We're walking up, and like I'm like laughing, literally like holding my.
Everyone was normal.
Everyone else was normal, and I'm laughing and then like.
Did they all?
They're all like looking at me. What is wrong with you, Solomon? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I think it's the oxygen. Yeah, I'm like deprived. Like everybody like take deep breaths, but I'm like, because of my oxygen deprivation, I'm like laughing hard as possible.
Okay.
It ever happened to you?
No,
Jack?
that's never happened
Come
to
on,
me.
man.
No.
Just laugh for no reason.
No.
I do laugh for no reason all the time.
All the time.
All the time. Oh, by the way, so we went all the way to the top, and Before we go, I'm carrying on with my story. Just want to say that call us at 9:45. It doesn't matter who you are. Just give us a call. You win a $10 gift card to eBay or a $50 gift card to Octet Solution. They take care of your IT stuff. So if you ever watch porn, and you mess up your computer, call Octet Solution. They will take care of it. Actually,
Is that how you found out about them?
no. I ran.
Uh,
I made
Yeah,
friends.
no,
You know what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah. So, what story we were talking about? Mountains.
Sugarloaf Mountain.
Sugarloaf Mountain. I think that's the pronunciation. I think Tina's gonna call me back and say you said it the wrong way.
I hope it is.
But anyway, we go to the top. All four of us.
Five.
Five of us. Bad and bad. So we go to the top. It's a nice view, and it's a nice view. They're like stones at the edge of the mountain, and at the edge, and you can climb them, and you can look over. I think have you seen the pictures?
Yeah. I saw
Yeah.
that.
So you can like look over. Anyway, on one of the stones, there were these two couple making out, and I was like, okay, it's pretty romantic, and they're making out. It's very romantic. Would you ever make out with your girlfriend?
While you're watching it, I don't think so.
No, in a public place. I mean, you go to Georgetown, all of those couples are making out, and but the funny thing is this: now, as they were making out, I was thinking, and they were lying down, and I was thinking, what if I go there and I say, may I join? Would that be weird?
Oh.
Look at Daddy in the back.
Already.
He's like, what is going on?
7 minutes. 7 minutes into the show. We're already getting perfect.
No, I'm good. What if I say go there? How awkward would it be? Like if I go there and say,
You probably get arrested or something.
no, I mean, wouldn't that be funny? Like, hey guys, it looks like it's a cold weather. You both look like very warm and enjoying it. I'm kind of cold. May I join? If I say, well, I just want to see their facial reaction. Can we do a segment on that? We just go to random people. Andrew and Daniel, are you guys in? We do a
Oh my
segment
God.
where we go to couples as they're making out.
This no.
Can we do that?
I don't think.
I
it's
don't know
legal.
what Daniel
It's
said.
not legal.
He just said like shut the fuck up. And yeah, that's good. But here's the thing. I'm gonna go a little more crazier. Like of the two couples, these are things that come to my mind. I have a crazy mind. Now, if you ever have sex on those stones, what kind of sex would you have? Like what
Anyways,
position?
we're
what
gonna
position?
talk about
No.
movies
What?
now.
We have like 20 minutes to kill. So
Oh
what?
my
So this was a surprise. This wasn't on the script. So nobody knows about it. I'm making everybody feeling uncomfortable.
Yes.
No. I want to carry on this thing. For it says 12:08, our clock. We have like 10 more minutes, 5 more minutes. of
Yeah,
talking.
we should talk about something.
No, we'll talk about it. Now, here's the thing. Here's the deal. I know you're feeling uncomfortable. Daniel already there is dying. He's like, yell at me, shut the fuck up. But we'll go to a real subject. We'll talk about real stuff a little later on. Here's the thing. Now, if you're out in the park, you're on top of a stone. Like, what kind of sex position would be ideal? Like the person who's gonna be on the bottom, it's gonna be painful for him or her. Jay, he's like,
I'm not gonna answer the question. Are you asking me the question?
Yeah, I'm asking the question. Why did
How about you answer the question? I don't want to answer the question.
Like I don't know. Whoever's gonna be on the bottom, and it's because it's a hard surface and it's rugged, and whoever's gonna be on the top, he's gonna be literally between two stones. So anyway, they're not answering. Hopefully, one of you call us, and let me know what position
Oh, okay.
that would be what would be a good position. It's a hard service, and Jay's
Thank you
dying.
for your thoughts.
No. Here's the thing. Now, aside from being in a public and stuff, there are a lot of kids that are surrounding you too, right? Now, I got a text message from my buddy. I gotta check it out real quick. Oh, here's what. See, Pete is. This is from Pete, and he's being. He said that's why you bring a blanket or something. So okay, so you either you cover yourself with a blanket or put the blanket on on top of the stone, so it doesn't hurt you when somebody bounces it up and down on you.
I'm sorry for whoever's watching.
So that's yeah, that's the funny. See, Pete is. Thank you, Pete Falling. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying this. Okay, give me more feedbacks because I have 5 more minutes of this craziness. Now here's the deal. Now aside from being in public, there are a lot of kids surrounding. There were a lot of kids at the park too,
Mm-hmm.
and so like I didn't see any animals. Now most of the time parents take their kids to the forest or the nature to learn about the nature, clean air, but also look at the animals, right? And sometimes what do you call it? Animals they have sex, and that's part of the kids education. And when you go to the zoo and stuff, and the parents tell the kids, hey, that's how animals reproduce, and the part of the education. And you have your phone call.
Already getting a phone call.
Who's
I don't
that?
even know who it is.
Pick it up.
I thought we were gonna wait.
Oh, okay. Whoever is calling.
Call back.
I sorry. I call back. We'll call you back. The phone number we sell. We'll call you back. You're supposed to call us at 9:45. We made the schedule that I forgot. I asked him to pick it up. I'm sorry about that. We'll call you back at 9. Call us back at 9:45. We'll talk about this.
Yeah.
More
Sexual stuff.
yeah.
Solomon.
Yeah, more
Dr.
sexual.
Ruth.
No. This is a funny thing. I'm trying to explain something here. So instead, if the kids don't find, we go to the nature and kids don't find any animal to look at, and you want to teach kids about birds and the bees, animals, birds and the bees. So why don't you just, if you have a Uncle Buck in your family.
Where's this going?
Uncle Buck. Oh, Tina is calling me. Tina has texted me. Let me see what she said. It was my mom. What is she talking about? Who's walking down?
Continue.
I can continue right now.
Continue. No.
I can't.
I want you to continue.
My dad is right there.
Yeah, please continue.
Where did he go? Oh my God, are you serious? He just walked in the show like this.
Continue.
It was my
this
mom.
Amazing story.
What are you talking about? It wasn't your mom. I don't know what's. I'm talking.
Here, give me your phone.
No, it's okay. I don't know what's Tina. I think Tina was talking about. There's a funny story about her mom, but I'll. That's a different story. We'll talk about it later. I don't know if Tina's gonna be comfortable. Tina, should I talk about your mom's story and the dance?
Are you
when
sure?
she was dancing with a. Huh?
Are you sure it's the right story you're thinking of that she's thinking of?
No, I'm talking about it's a couple sex story on the mountains. I think Tina was talking about. I don't know what she's talking about. But anyway, let's go back before my dad comes back from the bathroom. So we were talking about the animals, right? Having sex. Oh, teaching kids about animals having sex. I have to because people have been giving me feedback.
I'm getting.
I think my mom called. Oh, her mom called.
Yeah, but tell her to call back at 9:45. Anyways, he was gonna tell some creepy story, so I'll go ahead and.
Alright, carry on with the movie story. I'll finish up with Keepers. So let me text him.
Oh my god. So what were we gonna talk about? Oh yeah, like the movies. We were talking about movies that were
Dark Side movies.
Yeah. This new movie Hansel and Gretel is coming out. It's not really dark. It's more like a actiony movie, but someone suggested that like the movies nowadays are getting like darker and darker, and a lot of that is I considered that because I saw Snow White and that movie was kind of dark, but it was also I don't know. It's kind of like people are remaking movies I guess because they need the money, you know what I mean? Like they don't really care about the story anymore. So this Hansel and Gretel, I think of it as like I don't know. What do you think of Hansel and Gretel? You saw the preview. What did you?
I saw it. Wasn't was it dark? It wasn't dark.
It's not dark. It's just
But
what it is like the companies are just like putting out the same movie and over, like
it's more serious, and once you make it more serious than like back in the days, movies were more like cartoonish, flowers and colors and stuff like that. Now it's becoming more serious. The topic, like somebody was talking to us about the topic, and actually it was one of Gio's friend, and who's the owner of Octa Solutions, and he said the movies were becoming darker, right?
Yeah.
But
You mentioned Oz, the new Wizard of Oz movie, and Hansel and Gretel, but you know they're like a little dark. But what it is like it's just the same movie being made over and over. You know what I mean? Like
but
there's
Snow
nothing
White,
original.
Snow White was dark.
Yeah, but it's already been done. Like Snow White, you know, like they're just making the movie because no one's buying original movies anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why you have like 18 Transformer movies, all the Batman movies. They're remade Spider-Man.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just no one's making anything original anymore.
So they're just remaking as we're looking at the trailer. You're saying they're not necessarily remaking the original. They're just adding another episode, another storyline to it, and then they're doing it. So, but yeah, people are running out of stories, and what the movie industry is trying to do is like because these are popular fairy tales.
I don't know if they're running out of stories. I'd say they're. I don't think that people are interested in anything that's like original.
Do you guys have any opinion on that? Little shout out. Any opinions on the movies, Andrew?
Well, nothing's really original anymore, right?
Yeah.
Andrew said nothing's really original anymore.
I mean, it's just like you know you have the movie like Battleship. You know, did you see it?
Yeah, Battleship. That's from a board game.
Yeah, and that's the whole like concept.
Remember the original Clue?
Yeah.
Movie. Was it the 80s?
Yeah, Clue.
But it is not original. The stories aren't original, but the stories are original for the newer generation who was just born like 10 years ago.
I mean, yeah.
Like for us, when we die, and then when the new generation comes, it's gonna be your story for them. It's a new fairy tale.
Yeah, but you have a whole history of films that are just getting remade over and over. You know,
that's
like,
true, though. That's true.
There are some original movies, but they're not. You know, like the popular movies, the ones that are getting the big budgets, are like all the Transformers and all that.
When they said making it dark, they're making it more serious, right?
Like you know, Hansel and Gretel is supposed to be a children's tale or whatever.
Okay.
Now they're like killing witches and stuff. You know, it's like action and I think that's what they mean when they say dark.
More drama, basically more serious.
Yeah, not just for kids. It's like moved
for adults too.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, so that's why
Snow White was like that. Yeah.
Oz.
Yeah, I saw the preview. It looks kind of like, yeah, it looks dark, but it still looks like I don't know, still look colorful, and it seems like it'd be like a light story. It's Disney. It's still Disney, so I don't know.
That reminds me. I was supposed to write a story about Batman versus Pedo Bear.
Oh yeah, I have that in my email.
Yeah, let's finish that. That's good. No, that's not my original. I need to replace the Batman with another superhero.
Okay.
With another superpower. Let's work on that.
Yeah, alright. We'll work on that and send that out.
Yeah, let's work on that.
Website.
Batman versus Pedo Bear. Our friend Riley, he has a Pedo Bear.
No, you're
Pedo Bear.
No, Pedo Bear. And
Pedo
you were supposed to be Batman because you had the Batman outfit.
Yeah, I have the Batman outfit, and did we have a dance competition? Did we dance out of your house?
Yeah, I read it. It seemed
we should
like
put it on our website.
It seemed like a dream of somebody who was like on acid or something, but
we're all dancing, shaking.
Yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense. Just so you guys know. But,
Tina said her mom. It's gonna be past her bedtime for her mom at 9:45. Can we make an exception for her? Is that possible?
Yeah.
For 5 minutes. Then.
All right. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Bear with me.
All right, Tina. I ask you. We're gonna call your mom, okay? There is one exception because I think that we have 5 minutes in our segment.
Oh, I already got a text message. Okay. I assume it's this person that called me a couple times. Is it working? I hear nothing. There you go. I hope she answers.
I think that's.
Hello?
Hi, Mom. Is that you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. Thank you for calling.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mom. And yeah, sorry we didn't pick up. We make an exception for you because we asked everybody else to call at 9:45. But since you called, and you were called before, that's why we called. That's why I talked to my co-host Jay and ask his permission. Can we call her back?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So how you been, Mom?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing
I
good.
missed you though.
Do you like our show? Are you watching it?
Is it?
Huh?
This is no. I'm from my back now. Is it? This is now.
Okay. Hey, hey, Mom. So I heard you went dancing, and some girl tried to dance with you, and you said no, you like dick. I hope I didn't make you awkward.
Is this live?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mom. I just.
I will say yes.
Okay, yeah. We're cool. And when are you gonna teach me how to do salsa?
I will anytime you want. I will do that for you.
Okay, we're gonna learn salsa. Do you have an email address?
Huh?
Do you have an email address?
Email address? Yes, I do.
Do you shop online on eBay?
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Sometime. Okay, here's the deal. Can you if you send your email to Tina, I'll send you a $10 gift card, okay? For eBay.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
very
just
nice.
won that $10 gift card.
Oh, that's nice. She can use it then.
Yeah, or you can give it to whoever, but Tina or you. But there you go, $10 gift card, Mom.
Oh, thank you very much, Salman. Hey, I saw your pictures in the mountain. Sugarloaf? Where is that located, though?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Sugarloaf Mountain? Where's that located?
Oh,
Where?
it's in right off 270 Maryland. It's about 45 minutes from here.
Oh my God, that's a nice view.
I know. You should go. Next time we should go. You should come.
Oh no, I'm afraid of heights. I don't like heights.
No, okay. Then we can walk on the ground floor. That's we don't have to go up.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, well, let's do it. And
Okay.
and you know the man. You know the man. He was he was trying to hide it behind the stone, but he couldn't because he was too tall.
I didn't even see you in the bushes. I saw you. I thought it was like this, and I saw you. I in the bushes.
I know. I mean, I can hide in the bushes. I'm kind of dark, but the man is Tina's boyfriend. Tina is her daughter. I'm trying to explain to the viewers all this stuff. Hey, Mom, we gotta go. Thank you for calling. But next time you're gonna call us again. We're gonna have a good conversation. Okay, Mom.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mom. And I'll send you the $10 gift card. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you, Mommy. Thank you. I'll see you. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Thank you for calling. So that was good. Are we on time? Okay. I think we're on time. Now, we're perfect on time. Now is the serious. Some other day I'll finish my sex stories and I was trying to tell my animals and everything else. But here's the deal. Now Daniel and Andrew's gonna come here. They're gonna talk about financial and money talk, and then Andrew's gonna talk about sports talk for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna open up the lines. You guys gonna call us. Again, our show is brought to you by Octet Solutions and Blissful. What is it? Blissful Blessing Events. I'm sorry. One is one for your events, one for IT solutions. So we'll give it to Andrew and Daniel. We'll be back in 15-20 minutes. Thank you, guys. Stay tuned for serious talk, financial stuff. You guys, young professionals. I'll get it out. Yes, live.
Hello, Dynamic Current viewers.
Hi, my name is Andrew Blackmore.
And I'm Daniel Hayes. And we're here to talk to you about what is on everyone's mind, okay? And it's not sex, and it's not who's the Kardashians' new baby daddy. It's money.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Why is it important for young people these days, wild lives many of them live, why is it important to save? I mean, they're going to be young and healthy forever, right? All young people are invincible. Why is saving important?
Well, for the select few young people who are invincible, then you probably don't have to worry about it too much. And for the select few young people that are just going to keel over and die, well, you'll probably not live to enjoy the money that you would save. But for the mainstream young people who intend to get old and have jobs and families and eventually get sick and not die immediately and then be sick some more and then die eventually, it is important to have resources so that you can take care of yourselves. Andrew, you're a young person. Do you have a job, sir?
Yeah,
That's good. So I imagine you earn an income as a result of this job.
absolutely.
So what kind of difficult situations do you find yourself in that you might need help with that may be indicative of the struggles of our young society in general?
Well, I think everybody needs to learn at least how to budget, how to set a budget of your expenses, your income, and the important part of saving is obviously you want to have more in income than you do in expenses. So that's bottom line what you need to learn to start off with, and I think everybody, that's what I had to learn to start off with when I started working, how to know how to balance your money supply.
Mhm.
You have expenses, you have income. You got to know that one has to be bigger than the other, or else you're going to be in trouble.
Right, that's basic mathematics and balance right there, folks. Well, one important thing to note is it's not just how much money you earn, but it's also how much money you get to keep. Last week we were here talking about the fiscal cliff, and one thing that we mentioned were a few of the changes in tax brackets. They've remained mostly the same except for the highest earners, which is probably not our audience. So a few things that can be done to keep more of the money that you earn as an employee of someone else, or even if you have your own small business, is to take a look at these tax brackets. In doing so, you will find the caps on each level of earning. And you can perhaps finagle the amount of money that you earn as far as taxable income and divert that to other sources so that it doesn't look as you're earning quite as much and you will pay less in taxes. For instance, if you're in a position that has perhaps a flexible spending account, you may want to contribute money to that flexible spending account, and that money will be diverted away from your government taxable income, and perhaps, depending on where you are on the income bracket or earning level, you may put yourself in a lower bracket and be taxed at a lower level. You can do the same thing with investment plans, such as a 401k, for example, where the amount of money that you put into the 401k will be subtracted from your taxable income, and it's really a double benefit because you will also be saving money.
It's also important, I would say, to learn what programs or what avenues are available to you and what the rules are for those. Because you don't want to put too much money over the limit, the legal limit, then you might be liable for certain taxes, a stiff penalty. So you got to learn the rules. You got to learn what programs and avenues are available. Learn the terms of your 401k, right? Read the fine print. Don't just ignore that and throw it away in the trash. A lot of people do that. It's important to read, right? So all of those things are important. I would say one really big important thing is to communicate with your family, spouses, loved ones, so that they know if something happens to you, what bank accounts you have, who you owe, that sort of thing. So that nobody comes to your door and says, hey, you guys owe me $20,000, an already grieving family, those sorts of things. I mean, God forbid something should happen to somebody. But you also want to make sure that people know things about your finances.
Right, I would imagine so. Andrew, do you have any personal stories related to?
Oh, sure, absolutely. When my grandmother passed away a couple of years ago, there was some things that she made sure that were on a list so that people could find in a safety deposit box. But she didn't tell us she had a whole bunch of savings bonds that had matured years ago. I'm sure, being an older person, you kind of forget about these things, and other daily things pile up on top, and you just kind of forget. But in a closet, in a hex bag, she had a whole stack of matured savings bonds. So you got to make sure to avoid that kind of situation. You want to make sure that if you have the stack of savings bonds in a hex bag, that it's not sitting in a closet somewhere.
So what ultimately happened to these stacks of savings bonds?
Oh, we had to turn it over to the lawyer, and he split it between my dad and my uncle, and was made part of the estate.
Ah.
That's what that's what you have to do with that sort of thing. But that's something for the courts and the lawyers to figure out as far as probate law. But it's just important to communicate the stuff with your loved ones. If you have any children, that they need to know if an emergency happens. Hey, this is an account you can use to pay bills, mortgage, that sort of thing. That stuff is very important.
It certainly is. The example of your grandmother is not necessarily unique, especially for that generation. I recall stories of my mother telling me that my grandfather used to have a glass jar of money that he buried in the backyard. Those folks who lived through the Great Depression, it was a whole different time back then.
Now, why isn't that a good idea? But we're on the subject. Why would it not be a good idea to bury a glass jar full of money in your backyard?
Well, theft is one. Anybody can come around and perhaps see this interesting looking pile of dirt that is unusual around a bed of grass and assume that you've buried something of value under it and take it. Maybe that's more likely or less likely depending on where you live. There is the necessity to adjust for inflation. For instance, $20 in 1940 could buy you a whole lot more than $20 does now. Some better ways to save your money are in, for instance, savings accounts. Now, that is sort of a traditional method. Currently, the Federal Reserve's prime rate is about 0.75%, which is incredibly low to have an interest rate of lower than 1%. So what that means to people who are going to be storing their investments in savings accounts is that you will get a very small yield. Now, it's very safe to put your money there, though. Safer than your backyard, especially since banks are FDIC insured up to $50,000. And oftentimes, even if you do have more than $50,000 in your bank account, and let's say the bank gets robbed or something crazy like this, they will refund the full amount generally, even if it's double, triple that amount, just to keep their companies happy, customers happy rather, and keep a good face on things. But there are a variety of places you can put your money. Some people are interested in purchasing stocks. This may gain them higher yields on their investments. There are a lot of brokers still around in brokerage firms, but in this day and age, there's a lot more trading that goes on over the internet.
Now, it's probably a good idea to consult some kind of professional or do some kind of research, I'd imagine, right? Because if you're somebody who's 16 years old, maybe working at McDonald's or Walmart, you probably have a different monetary situation than somebody who's 30 years old, maybe starting to have some kids, that sort of thing. You probably got a different situation going on.
Right.
So you want to make sure to do your research or work with a professional if that's what you need, that sort of thing.
Right. What I'm talking about may be above the heads of most 16-year-olds because they may not have that disposable income to put in stocks. But if you have disposable income, then hey, it's never really too early, and you can get your parents to help or some sort of advisors at your job if those are available to you.
Now, one thing I've often heard from financial planners and advisors is diversify.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the most important things. What exactly is that, and What do they mean when they say diversify?
It basically goes back to the old adage, don't put all of your eggs into one basket. If we were to look to some sort of investor oracles like Warren Buffett, he'll give you various percentage rates that...
Not to be confused with Jimmy Buffett, by the way.
Not to be confused with Jimmy Buffett, although he seems to be living it up with his cheeseburgers in paradise. So he obviously made some good investment choices as well. So any of the Buffetts would probably be a good example to follow when doing financial planning. But we are talking about super investor Warren Buffett. But it really just goes back, like I said, to the adage of not putting all of your eggs in one basket. Say, for instance, a particular industry crashes, like if you're investing your money in the tech field or video game producers or something like this, and that entire market goes down, then whatever you have is going to be bupkis in the end. So you may want to invest in a variety of industries, perhaps the automobile industry, perhaps the healthcare industry, and a variety of stocks within those if you have the means to invest. This will help preclude you from losing all of your money if something terrible does happen, and most likely will help build your portfolio and gain you higher earnings.
Now, I'd imagine another part of that is not to invest all in stocks or all in bonds, not all in a savings program of some kind. It would be a mixture of all those sorts of things, would also be a sort of a corollary of that.
Yes, it typically is a blend of those. And another thing that should be mentioned within this blend is your debt. If you have debt, you may want to consider, depending on the amount of interest that is accumulated on your debt, to pay that off before you concern yourself with investing, or at least focus on that while investing at a reduced rate. You will want to pay off your highest amount of interest loans first, and if you do make large purchases in the future, it's best to save up for them so you can at least put a good down payment on them, whether that be a car or that be a home.
So in other words, you don't want to be paying 1% interest on a debt and getting 0.25% in your savings, because that's a net negative basically. Even though your savings, you're still on the treadmill of debt basically.
Right, correct. Because if your earnings are less than the amount of money you would save by paying off your debt, then you're doing what they call in the hood hustling backwards. And that's not the way we want to move. We'd like to move forward in 2013 and from here on out.
Now, what are your ideas for how someone could be a better financial planner? I mean, there's some people who know kind of all this basic stuff that we just went over. How could someone get better? If they know the basics, how would you suggest that they go and get better?
Well, if you're talking about stocks, for instance, there is an infinite amount of information that can be researched and can be analyzed. You can do this yourself. You can turn to professionals. Sometimes I'll see Groupons for stock investing tips and courses and all that sort of thing. Insurance companies, you can start one of those. They seem to make a great deal of money without having to put out very much. And if you'd like to become an investment banker, if you know the ropes already, you can go down that route as well. It helps to have some connections, though.
Well, of course it helps to have some connections. So all of this fiscal stuff, all this fiscal cliff stuff, and obviously there's a deadline in February for the debt ceiling. Do you think any young people need to be paying attention to this, or do you think they should just ignore it? It doesn't affect anything that they might be doing with their portfolio, or if they even have a portfolio? Or do you think that even if it doesn't affect them now, it might affect them in the future?
Well, I think we're pretty much past the worst of all of that. There was an increase that was made on the amount of tax that would have to be paid on the sale of short-term stock. So if you didn't already sell your stock because of that prior to 2013, then it's kind of a moot point now. The fiscal cliff, I think, is not the big issue when it comes to investments right now. I think people just need to be aware of things that are going on in the market. For instance, if you look at the stock market crash of 2008, there were signs that were forecasting that in 2006, for instance, with the housing bubble, if you will, where in 2006 the increase in subprime mortgage loans occurred, as well as the ARM rate, the adjustable rate mortgages, where people would be given a very low interest rate that would eventually rise, which caused a great deal of foreclosures because people would end up with a higher mortgage payment after the first 5 years or 7 years or whatever their plan is, and then they can't afford their house anymore, especially in a downturning economy where maybe people get laid off or don't get the bonuses that they anticipated. So, in general, what I'm saying is keep abreast of your country's economic situation and the markets in general. And also, not just your country, but the world as a whole. We saw a great deal of fluctuation globally as a result of the Arab Spring. The rise in precious metals like gold and silver. Many people, just like your grandmother, do globally hide money under their beds and all sorts of things like that. You go to a third world country, you may find someone who has wealth of gold cougar ants because they foresee instability in their country. Now,
I think what's important about all of that is that we are intensely fortunate these days to have resources available to us to learn about economics and world economics and what the situation is. There's all kinds of websites available, whether you are left-leaning, right-leaning, whatever. I mean, academics, they put their work online, they're researchable. All of this stuff, we are incredibly fortunate to have this stuff available to us more than our parents did and obviously our grandparents did. So I think it's very important to stay abreast, and it's easy to stay abreast of what's going on.
yeah.
It is, we are intensely fortunate that that's the case. And I think that's a great advice.
I'm going to have to start a Twitter account just to keep up.
Well, that's all for our segment today. We hope you found this informative, and I'm Andrew Blackmer.
And I'm Daniel Hayes, signing off.
Thank you.
All right, there's the screen. Hey guys, I'm back. This is your host Solomon, and that's Andrew again. We're gonna talk about sports a little bit, and Philadelphia Eagles, their new coach. Tell me about him.
They got a new coach?
They got a new coach. You don't know?
Who'd they hire?
Kelly, former State of Oregon.
Oh yeah,
Kelly,
right.
Kelly something.
Yeah, I mean, he ran a very successful program at Oregon, and being a successful college coach doesn't always guarantee that you're going to be very good
At NFL level.
at the NFL level. I mean, some guys have done well. Pete Carroll in Seattle has done well, for example. But you look at Steve Spurrier, didn't do very well.
That's true.
You look at guys like Bobby Petrino with the Falcons, left in the middle of the season, didn't even say to anybody he was leaving.
He just left.
So it's a risk. It could pay off very well, but it also could not pay off. Could end up miserably.
What's the reason that the transition between college coach? Why the success rate isn't that high for college coaches?
One is the talent. If you run a very successful program, you're probably going to have much more talented players. I mean, picture a bunch of high schoolers playing against kindergartners, for example.
More talent in NFL.
In
college.
For your college.
For your college.
The difference in talent between the
Okay.
really good programs and the not so good programs.
So NFL is a not so good program.
The NFL has all of them are really good.
Okay.
So they're much closer together.
Okay,
so
I get
people are much more on the same level. So you have to prepare more. And some college coaches aren't very good at preparing. They either don't want to work or they're just not. They're just not as good at that.
Isn't that high.
Exactly. So
Okay.
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
So Eagles gonna have a good year. They still have Michael Vick, or
They do right now. We'll see how they handle that in the offseason.
they're gonna keep him, right?
It
But the only
depends.
problem with Michael Vick is that he doesn't have good protection.
No good protection, and he likes to run. He still likes to run.
He's
doesn't
like
to-
RG3,
and precisely.
and he he got me my what do you call it, fantasy football trophy 2 years ago, but then he went downhill after that.
Totally, yes, very downhill.
Ravens against
It's going to be a
New
tough game. It's a rematch of last year. This time, though, they're the late game. They're playing at 6:30.
England. Okay,
So we
playing at home or
they're playing in New England.
Uh,
So it's the same thing as last year. It was in New England last year.
okay,
So they beat the Patriots this year, but they were in Baltimore.
okay.
Last year, obviously, it came down to that field goal that was missed at the end of regulation. Very, very horrible play. But they always play tight. So it'll be a close, probably a close ball game. Hopefully,
Ray Lewis says
it's his last season, so
last season.
he's hoping that the farewell tour
he
continues.
won a championship, right?
He won one Super Bowl, yeah.
He should be. But I don't know if Ravens go all the way, then 49ers, they're a good team. They're looking good.
It's two
Yeah.
Harbaughs, right?
Yeah.
Two Coach Harbaughs.
Wow.
They're the early game. It's in Atlanta.
Right.
Atlanta is fresh off their first playoff victory under Mike Smith.
How did they win? That was like Seattle came back, and then
Well, I think we would really have to look at why the Seahawks came back, and I think why the Seahawks came back was John Abraham went out
okay.
for the Falcons, and so they weren't able to get a pass rush.
I
And
see.
so
I
if
don't
you're
watch the
able to
game.
pass back there, if you're able to pass, then it's not going to be a problem for you as a quarterback.
Okay, I see.
So
I see.
they weren't able to get pressure, and they were able to come back. Seattle was able to come back.
So Sarah's gonna go. Where they play next?
They're playing in Atlanta against the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh,
Chance to go to the
go
Super Bowl.
49ers.
So
I'm gonna
it'll be a tough.
put 49 on my chest. I like 49ers, but Ravens comes first. So, but yeah,
Kyle Kaepernick's a pretty good quarterback.
Of course
You know,
he is.
he destroyed the Packers in that game. If you saw it,
I missed that game
yeah,
too.
he ran for almost 200 yards.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he had a bit of a stumbling in the beginning, but he carried himself well.
So any last thought on Ravens and the Pitchers game before we close on the sports section?
It is gonna be tough, and hopefully the Ravens come out on top.
Go Ravens. Let's do it. All right, let's open on that was Andrew, our series correspondent and sports correspondent. Now I don't know who's watching our show because we're down to 7 viewers. Please give us a call. We just opened up the phone lines. The number is there. You can call my phone 571-723-7710 or Jay's. What's your number?
703-819-1989.
If you're watching our show, please give us a call. We're on Lonely here. We got some CDs to give away.
Yeah.
We have $50 gift card to Octane Solution. Oh, I got a phone call already. Who's this number?
That's right.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Is
It's Kate, remember? Hey.
Oh, hey Katie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. You changed your phone number.
Yes, I do. I'm calling from a different phone.
Okay, that's cool. How you been, Katie? Katie, right?
Excuse me?
What? Katie, right?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. I'm sorry. I'm bad with names, Kate. Kate. So you don't claim your gift card last time. Do you want a card?
Oh, no. I completely forgot about it, so...
Okay, if you want it, just send us your information. We'll send it to you. If you don't want it, that's your call.
Alright.
All right, Kate. Tell us a good story. Give us a story. Do you have any interesting story to tell us? Share with the viewers.
I remember being 12 years old and getting bullied by a schoolgirl. So she was really rather fat and tall, and I was really skinny and short. So one day I remember her calling me really silly names. So I went to my dad and I said, what am I going to do? Because she keeps, making fun of me. So he said to me, you've got to become a fighter. You've got to sort of somehow hit her where she's going to cry like a little schoolgirl. So one day I remember going up to her, and I remember just like jabbing her and literally in the stomach because my eyes were really like on her stomach because I was really sore. So I punched her in the stomach and she like off. So it was funny. We got laughed for
So,
quite a long time.
so what did she say after you punched her?
Hello?
What did she say after you punched her?
Oh, she stopped talking to me and I was put on suspension for quite a while. So
Why did she stop
I
talking? She was the one.
As the big fighter from then on. So
So have you seen her since? Have you talked to her? Like, are you guys best friends?
oh, absolutely not. She hasn't,
Just because you have a British accent?
So she's kind of out of my life, so I don't know any more about her. So
And what grade was this? Like, how long ago was it?
oh, this was 8 years ago.
Oh wow,
8 years ago?
that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
do-
I know.
Have you ran into her? Like, have you seen her anywhere?
I heard she lost a bit of weight. She was really bad. She was a fat chick, so
Now she looks like a fat chick.
yeah, she's really heavy, so she lost weight.
So you should have gone and tell her in her face, like, hey, now who is the loser?
Oh, I definitely did. I remember her saying something to me, and when she called me, I can't remember what she called me, but I screamed in her face. I was like, bollocks, you know, and punched her, and that was the biggest moment of my life so far.
Oh my god, that's all. But it doesn't mean gaining weight is a bad thing. I meant to say, like, you know, she is. I think I messed up there. I think I made a politically incorrect statement right there. But she might be pregnant or something, so that could be that.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I heard maybe possibly she got pregnant or something. I don't know. I haven't been in that sort of region for quite a while.
I mean,
so
she looks
I'm
bad
that
because.
way.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I made a politically incorrect statement right there. Kate, man. Okay, tell me more stories, Kate.
You call
More
me Kate,
stories.
it's not Kate.
Oh, Kate. I'm sorry.
Tell her you're gonna give her the card, and we'll talk to her later.
Okay, I'll tell you another story. I really don't know. I can't think of anything.
How are your parents? Where are your parents? In British? In England? What?
No, they're here. Everybody's here.
Oh,
The family's here.
do you know how to do an American accent?
What accent?
American accent. Can you talk in American accent?
No, I can't.
You can't. Oh man, can you do any other accent except American accent? Except British accent? I mean that's original, but can you do Mexican?
Alright, lad.
Huh? Can you do a Mexican accent? Oh, can you do a Mexican accent in British?
Oh my God, Solomon.
Are you asking me to do an accent? A Mexican accent? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Mexican accent in British.
We'll talk back later.
No, I can't.
Come on,
You
Kate.
sound ridiculous on here.
Oh my
Oh, can you do an Indian accent in British?
No, I can't. I'll sound rubbish. No.
But no, try it. Give it a shot. Give it a shot, Kate. I want you to give it a shot. Do an Indian accent in British.
You want me to do an Indian accent?
In British. Like, you know how, like, you go to 7-Eleven, there are a lot of brown people that say, thank you, come again. I want you to do the same thing, but in British accent.
That's alright.
Let's see, Kate. You got this.
I don't know. I don't sound rubbish.
You won't sound rubbish. Can you give it a shot? You won't try. You got this,
Okay,
Kate. We believe in you.
Okay. Let's see. Thank you. Come again. I don't know.
That was good enough. That was good enough. Can you repeat that again? Jay?
No, I'm not going to repeat it again. I'm not sound rubbish.
Okay, thank you for calling, Kate. Hopefully you call us next week again. Same time.
Alright.
Okay, give
Yeah.
give it. Huh?
She said bye.
Oh, I think I have.
Oh, right. That was
funny. I
Interesting.
want her to do a Indian accent in British.
That doesn't even make sense. There's two different accents. You realize that, right?
No, they're British Indian. Like if you go to Britain and they're like Indians, but they have their own accent. Like, but it's in British. Oh my! How do I explain this?
They have British accents or they have an Indian accent.
No, you know how British people like in America they have like an accent in go to sound thank you, come again. But in British, but the dialect changes a little bit, but it's not
The
exactly.
words
British.
change.
The word changes.
but the accent is still the same.
I have to find that out. Can we find that out? Somehow we need to find that out.
So you
I'm
need us
sorry
to
for
find.
this.
You need us to go scour the earth for
Yeah,
a British Indian.
Can we find an like Columbus? Go to India.
I'll put an ad on Craigslist.
Yeah, let's put a
Caller needed.
caller needed a British how we would gonna set up the commercial. I know you're cracking up. Look at this. Daniel's cracking up right there. This is funny stuff.
Oh my god. Can't believe this is going on the internet.
This
I'm
is
embarrassed
fun.
that this is going on the internet.
Continue.
Please continue.
We still have 5 minutes.
If
So
somebody wants to call,
please
I will
give us a
give
call.
them. All right, I'll tell you what CD you're getting today.
Tina, if you're watching, give us a call. We got some CDs for you.
Today's CD will be
Mel can give us a call. I don't think anybody else is calling. We're
Oh,
not
here
gonna
we go.
cut you off.
The Best of Busta Rhymes.
Back in the
That's
days,
what I want.
what's on the menu?
What's on the menu?
I mean, on the-
What's on the menu here?
Case of the PTA.
It's
To
good
the
CD.
bus. What's this gonna be? Give me some more. Party's going on over here.
All right, let's stop reading that. Let's
Get
painful
down.
to me. Yeah,
Get your
so we're
ego
giving that away.
Mel, can you give us a
in.
call? I know I hung up on you
Yeah,
last
she's
time.
not
Actually,
calling. She's not calling either.
Can you give us a call?
Anyone can call. Hey, bud,
Tiffany.
let's talk.
See, this is how popular we are. We know our viewers by day, first day and the
All of
last
them.
day.
All
So
of
we
them.
need more people. Tiffany.
Oh god.
Lee. I know you guys are watching. Give us a call, man. Win
Last
some.
chance.
Last chance. The $50 gift card to Octa Solutions. Let me do another shout out to Octa Solutions.
Yeah.
They do a small business and domestic business. No, small business and where's my paper? See, I need to memorize it.
Do domestic stuff.
They do IT solution for small businesses and private people. That's what I want to say. What's the word for it? Andrew, help me out. For
Residents.
residential.
For-
There you
yeah.
go. Residential people. People. Houses.
Business and personal.
Person. They do IT stuff, IT fixing, and they're supporting us. It's called Octa Solutions. If you go to their website, it's called Octa. Just Google it, Octa Solution. The website's gonna be there. I don't know where I put the paper. I'm sorry. Where did I put the paper? Anyway, I think
Octate?
hey, there's you can copy this. What do you call this?
I don't think they can do it from the computer, can they?
Okay, Octa Solution or blissfulblessingevents.com. If you go there, they do your wedding, corporate parties, and everything else. Actually, she the owner of Blissful Blessing Events. She goes like around the country and do it. I was talking to Gio, who's the owner of Octa Solution yesterday. He was telling me she just did a wedding out of Arizona. So she goes around and she gives good deals. And you know what? I'll be back 1 second. Let me keep talking about the CDs. I need to find them.
I have CDs, and someone can call to get this still. You have 2 minutes. Okay? Or, let me see what else I have. Jay-Z. This is just a single. Do you remember when they made singles? That was a
I
long
found
time
the
ago.
papers. Oh, this is the thing for Octa Solution, by the way. Totally forgot. Here you go. And this is from. I left it on my desk. And yeah. Oh, by the way, this is Dynamic Current. This is our company. If you go to our website and go to our website there's a donation contribution box. Check our website dynamiccurrent.com where we put our videos, and then Andrew and Daniel are gonna write some articles on it. Should be posted next week sometime. And what do you call it? dynamiccurrent.com. Contribute to us if you like our show. If you because 20% of your contribution goes to local and international charities. Is there anything else we can talk about today?
No, that's it. We're over the time. So thank you for
Well,
watching.
if next 5 seconds somebody calls, wins some $50 gift card or $10 gift card.
We'll take calls next week.
Yeah, we'll take call if you give us.
No, we'll take it next week. It's already 10:01. Let's we'll save it for next week. Double the prizes.
Yeah, we'll double the price.
Double the prizes next week.
Oh, it's 1 o'clock there. I think we reached our time. Hopefully you enjoyed our show today. Is there anything else you want to add, Jay?
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching our show, America, and we'll try to do better next show and next show and next. So we're a new company, so it's getting there. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next Wednesday, 9 o'clock, same place. Hopefully different studio. I think we're working on the studio. Right?
Mhm.
All right. Thank you. Good night.